Top 10 Mysterious Things Found in the Ocean. In the depths of the oceans, there are enormous secrets. Although scientists and analysts have provided explanations for many of these mysteries, there are still a good number of oceanic riddles that remain a mystery to us. Sailors from all across the world have observed and experienced a variety of enigmatic water occurrences. Let's discover some of the most outrageously weird and fascinating things that live in the deep blue sea, from underwater ruins and museums to highly special, and downright terrifying, aquatic critters. Before we start the video, please subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can be updated by my new videos. Number 10. An ancient computer. That's true. The Antikythera mechanism probably existed long before Microsoft or Apple. It is thought to be the oldest example of a computer and was found on the Antikythera shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of the same name somewhere between 1900 and 1901. An analog computer called the Antikythera was created to perform a number of tasks, one of which was to forecast eclipses and astronomical positions. Since so much of this era's technological innovations have been lost to time, such sophisticated technological applications did not reappear in European historical artifacts until the 14th century. The National Archaeological Museum of Athens is now showing it. Number 9. Apollo Moon Rocket Engines. After 43 years, the Saturn V rocket engines that carried Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission into space were found off the coast of Florida, some 14,000 feet under the surface. Several Apollo rockets were launched into orbit around the Earth and Moon in the late 1960s and early 1970s, and their engines, which propelled each booster's first stage, fell to the ocean floor, where they were thought to have vanished forever. But they have finally been recovered, due to Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos and his privately funded operation. The parts were found in 2012 and have been restored over the course of 2 years. They are now on display at Seattle's, Oregon, United States, the Museum of Flight. Although the motivation for Bezos' decision to contribute millions of his own funds to the project is unclear, the press has speculated that he did it merely because he could. Number 8. World's oldest city. The remains of a lost city, thought by some archaeologists to be the oldest city ever, were found in the Gulf of Cambay off the coast of India in 2001. Artifacts discovered have included wooden furniture, human remains, and pieces of sculpture. One piece of wood whose age was determined to be at least 9,500 years old. Scientists and archaeologists are still trying to figure out exactly what time period this city would have been in, which is shrouded in mystery. Number 7. Locomotive Graveyard. A locomotive cemetery was found in 1985 off the American state of New Jersey. Since they were erected in the 1850s, neither the reason they were dumped into the ocean nor the fact that they existed at all are known. According to historians, they either accidentally fell off a barge or were intentionally flung off a ship to prevent it from sinking in choppy waters. They are rusty but still in excellent shape and have grown to be a well-liked location for wreck diving. Paul Hepler accidentally stumbled upon this cemetery in 1985. He was using a magnometer to map the ocean's bottom. The equipment detected the two enormous metal objects that turned out to be the trains as it flew above the cemetery. He told the newspaper, "I didn't know what it was at first because the water was muddy and the visibility was so poor back then. Later dives gave me a better look at it, and I was able to identify the objects as locomotives." Number 6. Lake Michigan Stonehenge. Okay, so this wasn't discovered in the sea, but in a lake, but it's still strange. A group of stones organized in the form of a circle were found in Lake Michigan in 2007 at a depth of around 40 feet. Pictures show they aren't all that different from other weird stone configurations found around the world, especially when compared to Stonehenge, England. However, the reasons why they are there, how old they are, and what they signify are all still unknown. Archaeologists were looking for shipwrecks in Lake Michigan when they came across something much more remarkable than they had anticipated: a boulder with a mastodon carving on it and a group of stones stacked like Stonehenge. Number 5. Emerald Treasure. In 2010, Florida amateur treasure hunter Jay Miskovich found more than 10,000 emeralds off the shore of Key West. He believed he had found the jackpot of a lifetime because they are thought to be worth $500 million. His find garnered national attention. When the federal government of the United States learned of this, They gave him temporary possession of the diamonds, preventing him from lawfully selling them. Unfortunately, Miscovich took his own life in 2013, drowning in debt and unable to cash in on his fortune. The ownership of the treasure has not yet been determined in court. Number 4. An alien saucer. The Baltic Sea anomaly was found in 2011 by a self-funded treasure hunting team called Ocean X. It is an oddly formed rock formation that is located on the floor of the northern Baltic Sea, and many people have suggested that it looks like an alien saucer. Other theories have suggested that it could be the ruins of a Nazi submarine base or perhaps an anti-submarine device from World War II. Scientists have asserted that, despite its peculiar look, it is probably just an unusual rock structure that Mother Nature created and is highly improbable to have been built by either humans or extraterrestrials. Number 3. The ancient city of Alexandria. Under the sea, the ancient city of Alexandria, which Cleopatra reigned as Egypt's last pharaoh, is almost entirely intact. It is thought that a number of natural calamities, such as earthquakes and tidal waves, caused the city to submerge underwater. It was unearthed in 1998 after being hidden for nearly 1,600 years. Recently, there have been plans to construct underwater tubes all across the city, turning it into the first underwater museum in the world. Number 2. Sea monsters. We can now dive and send cameras further into the water than ever before, and some of the most bizarre findings have been aquatic critters with incredibly bizarre appearances, sometimes known as sea monsters. Just observe the appropriately titled blobfish. This creature, which dwells at the ocean's lowest bottom, is typically only observed by people while diving or if they are unintentionally captured in deep sea fish nets. Number 1. RMS Republic. The discovery and exploration of the RMS Republic in 1981 may not seem all that strange, but the potential existence of a treasure at the bottom of the ocean is most definitely strange. Many people think that the ship perished carrying valuables, some of which could be valued up to $1 billion today. She allegedly had gold coins worth at least $250,000 in the United States, according to one rumor, or $3 million as a loan to the Imperial Russian government. Martin Bayerla and his son Grant have teamed up to search for the treasure in billion-dollar wreck after failing to do so in the 1980s. They are determined to find it and take ownership of it. I hope you find this video helpful. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe as it really helps our channel, and remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting topics and facts.